to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible. But getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up. But it all starts here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Offense working from the pistol. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer
runs through, man. He might have some space. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Hey guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football, two different guys, two different catches, two explosive plays.
Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and the receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Play fake, Carr. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Carr. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Rid of it on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Again, it's Carr. The screen, and watch out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves to go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So James Madison's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game, because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Changing the routes with his receiver. Caught on the RPO.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll give it on the counter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Reels it in. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. See some running room.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Carr on play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Going to the run, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. They send the tight end in motion. They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. Working the ground game. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Fighting Irish called their 1st timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they this offense up in really good position.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. This lead in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Dukes want to crank the tempo, making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Throwing, Carr. Working that left side now. Runs through a man. He might have space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Buying time to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Dukes have this offense rolling. Wants to throw one first. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Duke's in the hurry-up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Swapped immediately. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback will keep it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move, he fires. And they're not on the same page there.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Hauls it in. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Caught.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself its first down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. There he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hits inside, it's Danzy. Got the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Hits the afterburn. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moves to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Lets it fly. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Dukes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. And the RPO got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Williams. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Carr. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me, now it's...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 7-yard line on the return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Ready, go! The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. They'll move the tight end. They give it to him again. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the try is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now he's looking to throw it. Taking a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. And back to the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
He'll pull it down and run. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Go, go! And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really? But certainly this was a